Hey Annalisa, it's Mrs. Burley. I'm really sorry to hear that you're not feeling well, but hopefully this online social studies class that I developed will help keep you on track with Mr. Vandergrift's class. So when you return, you're all caught up and everything. All right, I'm just going to give you a rough overview of how this should work. This is your home page, and you can go through all this stuff whenever you feel like it. But if you click on class information, it'll tell you a little bit about the class. But what you're mostly going to be concerned with is this right here, this Unit 2 Colonial Times. That's going to be the work that you're going to be completing this quarter. So the way I have it set up is Unit 1 was marking period 1, Unit 2 is marking period 2. So everything in this folder needs to be completed by the end of the marking period. Now, I'm not going to give you specific due dates, but what I will do is send you an announcement each week, like this one. Week 3, it tells you the date ranges, and it gives you an idea of what I expect you to complete each week. So as you can see, it says that all of these here should be due by December 2nd. Now, it seems like a lot, but they started working on this at the beginning of the marking period. So you are a little bit behind in that sense, but I'm going to ask that you complete all of these things so that you can get caught up with the rest of the group. All right, so you'll receive one of these each week from me in your email. So let me show you a little bit about how the course is going to work. You're going to click here on Unit 2, and that will take you to where all of your lessons are. Here we go with Lesson 1. As you can see, this unit has that's an overarching project, so that's going to be due at the end, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lessons. These will all be completed by the end of the marking period, as well as this project, which I'll explain in a second. Anyway, we'll start with Unit 1, or Lesson 1 rather. And the way this is going to work is one activity is going to pop up at a time. So for this activity, it asks that you watch this video and then take notes and send them to me. You can either type them and email them to me, or you can handwrite them and upload a picture to me, whatever works best for you. Now, when you're done with an activity, you're going to mark it as reviewed. Mark reviewed. And what that will do is open up the second activity. So this next activity asks that you create a Google map and that you essentially share it with me. You're going to create it, you're going to locate these places, answer these questions, and then share the map with me through Google Maps. If you need some instruction on how that works, I have a quick tutorial here in the Geography tab over here on the left sidebar. So you can check that out when you get to it. So anyway, once again, you'll mark it as reviewed, and when you do, the third activity will pop up. In this case, it's a video with a graphic organizer. So this time you'll actually take notes in that graphic organizer and send that to me. So now, one of the problems that I realized students were having with this is that when they would work on activities, there was no end in sight. They had no idea how many activities there were. Even though I did post them in the announcements and everything else, it was a little frustrating not knowing when it was going to be done. So what I've done is, let's return back to our unit page. And Unit 2 I have all opened up already so you can see. Unit 2, here's all the activities. They're marked as reviewed, so you can see the next one in line. And when you complete all of them, a big check mark will pop up that says you've completed the lesson and now you can move on. So basically, you're just going to keep trucking through them until you see this big green check mark, and then you can move on to the next lesson. Sorry about the noise. That's my son. Hopefully you can hear me over him. Anyway, all right, so this would be the second lesson. When you're done, you'll move on to the third lesson, and so on. Now, this journal activity, this is asking that you basically take what you learn about each region. Each lesson sort of focuses on a different region of colonial America, and what you're going to do is you're going to complete a journal. So just read this when you get a chance, and whether you want to save this for the end and complete it all at once, or if you want to pick away at it each time you finish a lesson, that's completely up to you. But this is going to be due at the end of the marking period, along with everything for lessons 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. It's a little bit of work, but I think that you are more than capable of handling all of it. And sorry, I'm just scrolling through as I talk to you. I know that you're capable of handling all of this. If you have any questions, you can just email me at any time. I'm also available to Skype or video chat or whatever you want to do to help you stay on track. So again, you're working on Unit 2 Colonial Times. There's 6 lessons. Mark them reviewed as you go through them so that you can see the next one. Move on when you see the big green check mark, and watch for my announcements each week because those will give you an idea of what you should be working on. Also, if you go to this calendar here, like I said, I don't give due dates for every single assignment, but if you click on social studies on any given day, it'll give you an idea of what I think you can work on that day. So if you want to consider these due dates to help keep you on track, that's fine, but it's completely up to you. It's just a suggested pacing guide. Also, because you're starting a little bit into the marking period, you're behind everybody else. So you do need to catch up in the sense that everyone has lesson 1 due by Monday, and you haven't yet started. So get going on lesson 1 in Unit 2, and when you're done, move on to lesson 2. You'll get there. I know you will. So let me know if you need anything. I'm here for you. I hope you're feeling okay. And I don't know. We'll be in touch. Good luck, Annalisa.